On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Yes.
I have to push.
Wait, hold on, Kayla. Kayla, hold on, ma'am. It also has to do with how they're raised, also. But we can't say the older women are, oh, let me go ahead and listen to this man. If you're 40, 45, and you're still single as a woman.
So that's kind of strange to me that you said, because I believe just last week we were talking about the other lady that Tiana Taylor was interviewing that was older, and she talked about how as she got older, she got softer and more cooperative and more into her man than she was when she was younger. So I'm just pointing out like some inconsistencies. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Wait, who? You're talking about Lori Harvey?
No, we're talking about
the girl. We had a whole segment about the other lady that Tiana interviewed while interviewing Lori Harvey. We had a whole segment about this last week.
So, I mean, it's just that, I mean, some women, some men aren't realistic in what they can get. Some people think they're 9s and really they're women, they're not. They're really 3s. So I would just, you just got to be real what's out there. But some, it's awakening. The older you get, I think the more you'll be like, okay, I'm this, I'm that, I can achieve this type of person. But I think the younger you are, they really don't notice that. Or they just think they're all the way up here and no one has ever told them, hey, you're really not here, baby. You're not a 10, sweetheart. You're really down here. So it's just being humble about yourself and what you can obtain and what you actually bring towards that relationship. But I'm going to the restroom. I'll answer any questions when I come back.
I also think too is that some people think that they're outside of what they are, right? Yeah, they totally think that they're outside of the scope of what they really are, and they think that they really need or deserve more than in the area that they are in. And it sucks sometimes because you really have some women that are just like, oh, no, I deserve this. No, bitch, no, you don't. You don't deserve that. And I'm not saying bitch because I really don't say the word bitch too much. But some women.
I don't believe you. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
She was saying bitch every time she cut their mic off, yelling upstairs.
I hate y'all so much. No, but it's really one of those things where you have to. I think logic says something like you got to look outside. You have to figure out where you're at. And it really brings it to this point that it really does matter. You walk outside and you're in that vicinity of, okay, this is what I deserve. And it doesn't mean that you really truly deserve that, but you're in the vicinity of that. Why don't you think you deserve that? Say what I said.
So does this mean men have options and women don't have standards? Because women don't have a lot of options according to what y'all said. So therefore, women don't have a lot of standards. And that's why y'all keep choosing losers to have babies with?
It would depend on her age.
Thank you. Yeah, I think women have a lot of options. I'm sorry, Q, to cut you off.
It would depend on her age and what baggage she brings. Like if I have like 5 kids, maybe your options are like you got to be realistic in what you're going to get. So it depends on, like me, I'm 32. I'm at that age. Whereas there's women that are 20s, 25, that men are going to want more. So it's just being realistic.
But this was crazy. When y'all are in y'all 20s, y'all hold y'all whole 20s out. So y'all kind of like ruin y'all own options by just, I don't care. Just like Lori Harvey, I want to explore my options. And they just hold themselves out through their whole 20s. So by the time they're 30, they guaranteed to not have no damn standards because they just hold their whole 20s out. So the most favorable time to actually explore and have standards and options, you ruin them. And by the time you're 30, that's the crazy thing about women that just boggles my mind.
But you can't put in the category of Lori Harvey because Lori Harvey is like her own person, right? She doesn't have to really we're not in the same totem pole as her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
We're not.
Most black women hold themselves out in their 20s is all I'm saying. So when you do have your standards and your options, you literally ruin them. And then by the time you're 30, oh, I can't find no man. All the men that was trying to holler at you, but you hold yourself out.
Let me ask a question. If a woman was a virgin and she was 40, does she still have the same amount of options?
No. Say no. Say no.
That athlete.
They're all going to say no.
What was that athlete's name, Anton? And a bunch
I
of men
know,
was like,
yeah.
no, they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. And a lot of men said they wouldn't date her. She's too old. And she's gorgeous.
I ain't dating no damn virgin. I ain't got time for that shit.
So it contradicts the statement that being said then, right? Because
youth and options. If you ain't young, you don't have the options, right?
So okay, so what is the
Lolo?
What does the hoeing out part mean if somebody is saying that I'm not messing with you because you ain't got no bodies?
Well, it goes back to the pair bond and shit. If you got ran through for 10 years of your life, you ain't no good to no damn body to a certain degree. Because you don't even want to be with somebody because you don't fucked up your damn brain, just like we talked about in the last segment.
But I'm saying though, like, okay, guys don't want virgins.
We don't want 40-year-old virgins. We want 20-some, there's a difference.
All right. I mean, I'm lost. I don't know.
I mean, a 40-year-old virgin, it's about kids, right? You gotta take that into consideration. A 20-year-old virgin, it's a little different because she'll be, the older you are, the women are stuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's an echo going on. I don't know who has it. The older women they're more stuck in their ways, right? You can't tell them nothing for them to be like, okay, you're right, sir. Well, as a younger woman, her 20s, she might be able to be more submissive, understand, listen, and go under this man's wing.
So the 20-year-old is going to be more submissive. Is that what y'all telling me?
To what I've seen compared to older women and younger women,
I have to push.
Wait, hold on, Kayla, hold on, ma'am. It also has to do with how they're raised, also. But we can't say the older women are, let me go ahead and listen to this man. If you're 40, 45, and you're still single as a woman.
So that's kind of strange to me that you said, because I believe just last week we were talking about the other lady that Tiana Taylor was interviewing that was older, and she talked about how as she got older, she got softer and more cooperative and more into her man than she was when she was younger. So I'm just pointing out like some inconsistencies. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Wait, who? You're talking about Lori Harvey?
No, we're talking about
we had a whole segment about the other lady that Tiana interviewed while interviewing Lori Harvey. We had a whole segment about this last week.